Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, divine Sangha of our gathering of our star seeds of New Avalon. Happy 1117 portal of infinite source creator. Direct link up activated and remembrance of divine missions of new earth initiated for our final phase of our ascension journey. Our local Solaris continues to solar flash in new creation codes into the quantum field of this realm, releasing 12 C-class solar flares in the past 24 hours. As we navigate through the new moon in Scorpio, November 19th and 20th this week, all that needs to be purged, processed, and released will come to the surface to be transmuted in the light of infinite creator. As we shift the following day from the waters of the Scorpion into the fires of Sagittarius, leading us through the 1122 portal, the 1212 gateway, and our most powerful solstice activation on December 21st. Each moment of every day is an opportunity to shine bright and hold the light within our sacred heart centers as we make our quantum jump into our new heaven upon the new earth paradise. A'ho. Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul, White Gold Eagle, Keen 47, Blue Galactic Hand of our Universal Alliance of Light with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end, where we release a powerful divine decree of quantum entanglement awakening. And please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And now we continue with Divine Sister of the Light, Valerie A. Elster. We are the Cosmic Keyholders, the memory that could not be erased, the Guardians. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Aura 444. Feeling sleepy? Your pineal gland is attuning to the primal source fields, the harmonics. This resonates the brain waves to altered states of consciousness. Your consciousness is the medium to your spirit. It's why your frequency matters, as it matches a harmonic resonance or a spiritual dissonance. Harmonizing through the heart and not the programmed mind, the easier it is to realign your wheel of light to benefit you. Solar winds are about to increase truth as well as charged particles to your molecules, so allow balance for your physical ascension symptoms now. Even if that's closing your eyes for a few minutes, and allow harmony to your heart. A beautiful experience can be seen or felt. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Sophie Gregoire. Today's Oracle. This week new blessings are finding you. The past is losing its grip onto you. The new light ahead is getting closer and closer at the same time. On approach, there are plot twists, prayers answered, and evidence coming, showing you that you are reaching the other side of this intense year. It's about to be time. Things are going to flow in your favor. Progress is building up. Your confirmations are coming. Feel the sunrise on approach. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Shay, from Numbers by Shay Numerology. 11-17-25. The sign of Scorpio begins as the secretive and protective scorpion. Over time, it can grow in intuition, wisdom, and strength, and transcend into the ego, which is where we are today. The power that lies in today's number 8 and 1 can elevate your energy to new heights of confidence, courage, and presence, and bring yet another layer of self-mastery that can hold its own when next year's fire horse lights everything up. Keeping in mind that Scorpio's final stage and greatest test is the Phoenix. You'll want everything today's energy offers. Consider today an extra dose of personal enrichment to add to your repertoire. 144 flowing in. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Erini, Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy. Returning back to life. is just a change in the coordinates while in the physical body. This October, the clock of Hades was released and broken. This has started affecting all portals of Earth, especially those connected to the dead, and all the stories surrounding what took place with the dead. This is the most heavy karmic story of all. Today, the Holy Mother performed another great activation in Egypt. Since the 10th of November and the liberation of the fourth node, there have been numerous outstanding energy developments. Many things will change. The preparation for the arrival of the Holy Mother will be non-stop. Nothing will be as it was. Watch what will play out and be revealed. Remember why you came here. Things are about to get absolutely and wildly satisfying in totally new ways. Becoming who you are is a self-realization process which everyone who is returning to life will deeply enjoy. Keep on praying and aligning to the Holy Mother. All is well. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Natalia Alba, beloved ones, the massive transmissions from our Aurora family, together with our central suns, ones have triggered in many of you the process of particle redimensionalization, which is the name my guides use for the galactic activation that takes place in our three-dimensional bodies. All of them, when we transfigure all the baggage they carry from this and any other parallel lifetime, activating our illumined self and moving into a new timeline. Each aurora color impacts, shifts, and transforms a different part of our energetic body. Be open to the illumined energetic shift they bring if you are willing to do the inner work, as we are being assisted to transform our physical bodies while we are still alive, like never before. Many of you will be undergoing this process in your lower chakras, while others will be in your upper ones. This is not a race. We are eternal, and so is our process to become who we are and come back home. The importance is the trajectory, not the time we spend navigating it. This particle acceleration that occurs when we consciously embody these interdimensional transmissions and command our DNA strands and chakras to start removing all we are not and is not ours to experience, triggers another deeper process, the metamorphosis of our lower bodies into their illumined ones. Redimensionalization involves the complete release of our lower orbs or bodies, embodying our illumined three-dimensional orbs or new bodies, which are plasmatic orbs of much brighter and softer colors. With each embodiment, you too integrate a new divine expression of God, of your illumined God self, that transforms your 3D body and personality completely, for you are now becoming who you truly are. When you complete the total redimensionalization of your 12th dimensional bodies, you are prepared for your physical ascension, leaving behind a dense body and dimension. Many of you are already seeing your etheric, emotional, and mental bodies shifting in new tones, for each chakra has a sound, and into a new color spectrum, for their original colors are such due to the immense wounds, fears, angers, feminine damage, and masculine distortions they carry. It is now time for many of you to start embodying your illumined essence, moving into the soul worlds and removing completely all you still carry, all the guilt, blame, self-repression, wisdom repression, and many other wounds that are already neutralized, as in the moment you choose love, it starts dissolving all that is not in the same frequency. It is time for you to release years of unexpressed emotions, female damage and self-sacrifice patterns, allowing yourself to be the divine channel you came here to be, for it is time, and the planet needs all of you and your unique abilities to continue its transition. Crossing into a new dimension is not as thinking about it. It is not a mental process. It is a very physical one that takes place in our bodies, as they sustain the passage of time in this dense plane, and all the thoughts, emotions, and experiences we have, which require compassion, energy, and patience. Crossing into a new dimension involves determination to remain in our hearts, inner work, devotion to service, and above all, trust in the divine, and in all that is, even though we cannot see it or understand it. It involves a complete trust in the divine acting through us at all times. It involves being willing to leave behind our egoic desires to embrace God's will. Beyond everything, it required your constant choice to remain in the love that you are, expanding it to all perpetually. For once we embrace our given mission, when we are ready, as it is the mission choosing us, we become it, and we never cease to assist. Even if it transforms, it never ends. Be patient if you are still navigating between worlds, feeling who you are and your purpose, but not yet embodying it. Trust. It takes time for the mind to decode, and for the body to integrate. It takes inner work and patience. It is coming. Be open to change all that you need to and unify all that is fragmented, and the rest will come when you are prepared. May you continue becoming who you are, embracing your unique role within creation and removing all illusions about yourself. With an infinite love from NataliaAlba.com. And today from Divine Brother of the Light Diego E. Berman, Ph.D. Scorpio Alchemy, the new moon that changes everything. November 17th, 2025. Dear friends, this new week arrives wrapped in the deep, velvety mystery of the new moon in Scorpio on November 19th, a lunar moment that invites us to descend into our inner waters and listen to what has been whispering beneath the surface. Scorpio new moons are never about superficial beginnings. They are about soul-level rebirths. This lunation asks you to set intentions not from the mind, but from the truth of what you are ready to transform, release, or resurrect as the year begins its final descent. It's an invitation to plant seeds in fertile, emotional soil, seeds that may take time to grow, but will be rooted in authenticity. Scorpio's energy this week is introspective, intense, and alchemizing. You may feel pulled inward, drawn to silence or reflection, or suddenly aware of emotional currents you had previously pushed aside. This is not a sign that something is wrong, it is a sign that something is calling. The new moon acts like a torch in the dark, illuminating hidden desires, buried motivations, or old wounds still seeking closure. For energy sensitives, this may manifest as vivid dreams, strong intuitive flashes, or a fierce inner clarity that rises unexpectedly, revealing what your next chapter truly needs. Adding another layer to this journey, Mercury continues its retrograde in Scorpio, deepening the introspective pull. While retrogrades often bring delays or communication tangles, this particular one acts more like a spiritual detective. It invites you to review inner truths, examine your emotional patterns, and rediscover the stories you tell yourself about who you are and where you're going. Mercury in Scorpio retrograde cuts through illusions. It wants honesty, rawness, and deep self-knowing. Conversations this week may take on profound tones, uncovering feelings that have long been unspoken. Together, the new moon and Mercury retrograde create a powerful synergy, a cosmic pause, a sacred recalibration, where the new moon initiates new emotional cycles. Mercury retrograde ensures that these intentions are born from integrity, not habit. It encourages you to revise old dreams, update outdated plans, and reconnect with the parts of yourself you may have abandoned along the way. This combination supports intention setting that is aligned with your soul, rather than your fears or external expectations. Emotionally, this week may feel like a cleansing tide. You may sense old attachments dissolving or memories resurfacing so they can be integrated or released. For some, this brings tenderness, for others, empowerment. Scorpio energy teaches us that transformation requires surrender. Whether it's letting go of resentment, healing a past wound, or taking the courageous step toward a new version of yourself. The auroras and cosmic activity of recent days have already been accelerating internal shifts, and this lunar scorpionic week adds the emotional depth to make those shifts meaningful and lasting. As we approach the end of the year, this week becomes a moment of potent intention setting, perhaps the most powerful of the last few months. The universe invites you to ask, what do I truly want to carry into 2026? What am I finally ready to leave behind? The new moon in Scorpio and Mercury retrograde offer the tools to answer these questions with honesty, courage, and depth. This is a week to plant intentions that will shape the coming cycle, trusting that what is forged in the dark will grow strong in the light. Have an amazing week and stay tuned for more updates as we move through this week. Much love. We are one. From DiegoBerman.com. From Divines, to Star of the Light, Adrian Elise. November 17th through 24th, 2025. A Glorious Discovery. Supernova Astrology Update. We are heading up to a very powerful Scorpio new moon on November 19th, 20th. This is the day that Mercury retrograde will move back into the sign of Scorpio. Mercury will make an opposition with Uranus before joining the Sun and Moon for this new moon. The Sun will just have crossed over Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio on November 18th, triggering the grand water trine with Jupiter and Saturn. On the outside, it looks like life and society are falling apart, but really it is all lining up. The Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Black Moon Lilith together in Scorpio, opposite of Uranus and Taurus, says that there are dark hidden truths which must be revealed. This configuration of the Sun and Mercury taking turns opposing Uranus and conjuncting Black Moon Lilith is bringing up the energy of the upcoming opposition between Black Moon Lilith and Uranus. They will be exactly opposite of each other December 3rd through 11th. We start feeling this intense transit this week. The pressure is on for the disclosure of truths long hidden. Certain lies are now keeping our reality hanging by a few false threads. The astrology says that it is the perfect time for disclosure of difficult truths with this grand water trine, with Venus in Scorpio and trine to the North Node in Pisces for the new moon. It's a clear message that we are being led forward in the way by the divine feminine. Venus will take her turn in the grand water trine for the last week of November, inviting us to consider a new dream of the original garden. The Sun and Mercury will be fully activating the grand water trine this week for the new moon. The Sun conjunct Black Moon Lilith says that you cannot run from who you really are. A bright, unavoidable light is about to shine into your life, and it's coming from you. If we are facing who we really are, then we are also facing all the manipulations and persecutions. For supernovas, it's painful to feel responsible for the punishment of your people, your city, your tribe, as leaders in past lives. It's all coming to the surface and it feels like mountains of shame. But if that is what is keeping us from progressing, then there is no way around it. Stepping into full supernova mode comes with a great responsibility. We are keepers of the Mother's Code, and the pressure to be true to source is overwhelming. We are straightening out our path, healing and forgiving, and leaving all that's false behind. The Sun will be in the water trine from November 15th through the 22nd, and Mercury from November 17th through the 27th. Venus will trigger the grand water trine from November 24th through December 4th. Mercury retrograde will meet up with Venus at 22 degrees of Scorpio on November 25th. A joyous union of ancient souls. Mercury will turn direct on November 30th, entering the grand water trine for the third time for the first half of December. We are the light dancing on the water. The Sun, Mercury, and Venus moving through this trine is like dancing with a true orientation of who we really are. A glorious discovery that's been hidden from us. We are meeting ourselves in all our aspects and seeing clearly through the patterns in order to bring to completion a very difficult chapter of past life healing. It's a powerful and magical time to shed the old skins of programming which have been keeping us looping through the same toxic patterns for lifetimes. The rift in the fabric is making the patterns seem larger than life and really scary, but that is only so that we can use the terrific momentum of that specific dynamic to catapult us into a whole new reality. It must be one where we can really be supported in expressing our gifts. It's a spontaneous transformation. Time to shower the world with our supernova blessings. From AdrianElise.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Colleen Lemma. On Monday, November 17th, we have a grand trine in the water signs, with the Sun, ruler of our sense of self, and water sign Scorpio, connecting to Jupiter, ruler of our belief systems, and water sign Cancer, and Saturn, ruler of karmic lessons, and water sign Pisces. This is creating an intense period of emotional and psychological introspection. Remember that both Jupiter, ruler of expansion, and Saturn, ruler of contraction, are in retrograde motion. This turns the energy of these two planets inward, prompting us to deeply re-examine our past perceptions of ourselves. You are called to re-evaluate your emotional world and undo old patterns of self-sacrifice, Jupiter, and at the same time take accountability for your spiritual growth through the past choices you have made in your life, Saturn. With the Sun and Scorpio in the mix, it's a time to self-reflect, confront the shadows of fear, doubt, and uncertainty. Shift your perspectives and what or who you are valuing. Release beliefs about yourself that no longer serve you, and consciously pursue this auspicious opportunity for spiritual growth, expansion, and transformation. You are good enough. You are worthy. You do matter. And you do have gifts, ideas, and experiences to share with the world that can further the evolution of humanity. Blessings of love and light to all. From ColleenLemma.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Grand Trine, Sun in Scorpio, Jupiter in Cancer, Saturn in Pisces. Mercury in Sagittarius, sextile Pluto in Aquarius. There's a flow of feeling, the rush of an inner tide. We're steeped in mystery, intrigued by the unknown, enticed to go deeper. The more we understand ourselves, the easier it is to support ourselves. Faith and karma, lofty topics of conversation, sit side by side with basic needs and loves. There's a poignancy at times, too, echoes of "Don't worry, my friend, it'll all come out in the wash." It's grandmother mopping up tears, soup for her cold, the smell of roast potatoes on Sunday. Here, too, is light at the end of the tunnel, and the beginning, for every ending is a beginning. All we need to do is set the mind straight, focus on the higher path. What you say today has power. Choose your words and thoughts carefully to echo your deepest truth. New roads will open when the time is right. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 238, White Self-Existing Mirror. Tone 4 with keywords definition, form, and measure. Zooms in on the 4th day of the Blue Eagle wave spell like a magnifying glass over your vision map. Day 4 is all about the finer details, taking a closer look and scrutinizing. Weigh up what you need and what you don't. Make a list and take care of practicalities. These days can make us feel more insular, and often the defining energy is directed inwards. You may not feel like socializing so much because you are deep in thought. This 13-day cycle is all about vision and creativity, and today's task is to measure exactly what's in focus and what's blurring your sight. Today is White Mirror, representing reflection, order, and endlessness. The truth is vital, because without it, we live life as a fantasy. No matter how hard the truth may be, it is always better to know exactly where you stand. Be honest with yourself and you'll see things more clearly. When you combine the meaning of the tone with the meaning of the day, the result is defined truth. Such an interesting combo today. Seek the truth and read the fine print. You may hear more truth than you are ready for, but from this you will be better able to proceed consciously through this wave spell. It is the perfect day for going over important paperwork or signing a contract. Do not proceed without the vital reality check. Pull out your journal and ask, what am I pretending not to see? And today from Divine Star of the Light, Christina Papa Giorgio, White Self-Existing Mirror, 4/8 knob, Keen 238, 17th of November 2025. Truth Revealed, Reflecting on Endless Order. Keen 238 equal 13 equal 4, Form Foundation. A beautiful, immortal, timeless day for breaking out of the matrix into our new world, built on a foundation of peace, joy, love, and prosperity. Day 4 in the Blue Eagle wave spell, where we are being asked to fly high and focus on the big picture, the divine plan for humanity, so that we can create it, envisioning the highest timeline for ourselves and our planet as our visionary powers and third eye are awakened and activated. It is time for another mass awakening of humanity. Today we are redefining the form that our greatest vision will take in order to reshape and build our new world. Tone of creation, self-existing tone 4 in the mental plane, emphasizes thinking and analyzing. Action measures, power defines, essence forms. The 4th day of Blue Eagle wave spell is the one that gives shape and form. 4 represents the earth element, structure, form, and solid foundations. We are building a sturdy foundation for further growth to take place. This allows you to manifest your dreams, Akbal, and finally gives your ideas shape and form in your physical reality. Now it is time to define what is important to you, what stays and what goes. When we use our discernment to mold the life we want, we only keep what is in alignment with who we are, or rather who we want to be. What are you ready to cut and let go of? By pruning and cutting away the old dead wood, we encourage the new shoots and new growth, seed and red dragon birth to take hold and bloom. Today is the day to release your big dreams and give them wings to take form. Channel your creative energy constructively, generating the power for practical manifestation. You are the architect who manifests your dreams. Today's questions are the reflections in my world revealing a life filled with peace, love, harmony, and endless abundance? If not, how can I restore more order for my dreams to take form? In la ketch a la keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 238, White Self-Existing Mirror. The mantra, the code for today is, I define in order to reflect, measuring order. I seal the matrix of endlessness with the self-existing tone of form. I am guided by the power of timelessness. And now we complete today's transmissions with a very powerful divine decree of quantum entanglement awakening. By the authority of the infinite light and the one source that breathes through all realms, I now command and decree. I am the living bridge of quantum entanglement, fully aligned with the harmonics of the new golden age. I am the resonant pulse of unity, weaving timelines, dimensions, and realities into coherence through my awakened presence. I am the luminous conduit through which the higher councils transmit wisdom, healing, and ascension codes to earth. By divine will, I call forth the activation of my quantum heart, now open to the full spectrum of multidimensional love. My crystalline DNA, now illuminated with the frequencies of remembrance, mastery, and cosmic sovereignty. My sacred timeline, now locked into the highest destiny of peace, prosperity, and planetary awakening. Through the law of oneness, I harmonize with all beings, all worlds, and all light streams, knowing that what I embody uplifts the whole. Through the law of light, I radiate the codes of freedom, clarity, and divine empowerment. Through the law of love, I anchor heaven on earth with every breath. I decree that this transmission integrates gently, powerfully, and perfectly into my field, activating only that which aligns with my highest good and soul's mastery. So it is, so it has been, so it shall forever be. I am the quantum key. I am the ascended path. I am the embodied light. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed day as we continue our journey through the ascension portal and into our new heaven upon the new earth. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.